everyone, greetings and thank you for joining in. We're ready for the last final of the day, of the first day here in Győr, Hungary, of the European Championships of 2024. We're here for the whole week, and what awaits are intriguing finals, some new formats, and great turnovers with exciting last shots that decide on the champions. My name is Martina Lucic, and I will be your commentator for the whole week, joining you on this journey through this year's European Championships with juniors and seniors competing in mixed team events, competing in individual events, and ESC Challenge, the trio events. Tomorrow is the first one, so tune in to see what it's all about. I think I have the best seat here in the house, watching over everything that's going on in the final hall. The 8 athletes are ready in the sighting time. We have more than a couple young women debuting here for the first time. And, well, that must be exciting for them. Here is the rifle. It's a pretty similar rifle for everybody. It's pretty the same. It's just here and there a little touch-up for everybody to kind of have the rifle for themselves, incorporate it in their training and how they're functioning with it. But this is more or less it, what it looks like. In qualification, we had the best score of 631.4. That was Alexandra Havran of Serbia. But let's go and meet the athletes. So on the firing point A, it's going to be Marietta Kaneva, an 18-year-old national record holder of Bulgaria, actually. But debuting in her first European Championship finals. As I said, we have more than a couple, actually 4 ladies here debuting for the first time, even coming to the European Championship. Here's the 19-year-old Alexandra Havran of Serbia. She's a junior silver medalist of World Championships mixed team event in Cairo back in 2022. A team bronze medalist from Tallinn last year's European Championship. She's got 3 medals from the European Championships, a team silver in Hamar and a mixed team bronze medal in Hamar as well. On firing point C, 17-year-old student Maria Stashko. Most of these athletes are students, of course, as they are very young still. Her personal record in the qualification is 628.1, which is still lower than the holder of this qualification, Alexandra Havran's 631.4. Then we have Sunev Berg, 16, one of the younger ones here, but nevertheless, she is a junior world champion of 2023 in Changwon. She was 5th last year in Tallinn at the European Championship.
30 seconds.
On firing point E, 18-year-old Anatot, 2-time mixed team gold medalist at the Europeans Youth League. She's got 4 European Championship medals. Whether that's mixed team or team, she is opting for her first individual medal in this competition, but she's not in the finals for the first time. Firing point F, Alexia Tella, also a student, only 18, and debuting in the finals of the European Championship. Now a 16-year-old Helena Ekal of France, another debuter, another student. First time for this young lady to be in a final of this size.
Position B with a qualification score of 631.4 points.
And last but definitely not the least, Christina Hillinger, the 20-year-old of Austria. She's the Austrian champion of last year in the junior competition. This is her first time in the final, but not her first time at the European Championship. She was 46th in Hamad, and now she finds herself in the top 8. Here are the ladies: Serbia, Norway, France, Austria, Ukraine, Switzerland, Bulgaria, and Hungary. It worked out pretty well for the Hungarian athlete in the men's event, where Balint Kalman of Hungary won the gold in an exciting finals. All of the finals are up on the European Shooting Confederation official YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch any of the broadcasts that you missed, but not until you watch this one over here, because this might be a really, really great finals. The qualification scores are pretty high, especially with the leading lady. 631 is definitely higher than what the men had, 628.7. So it's almost 3 whole points of a difference. So we're kind of expecting even bigger scores in the ladies' finals. So that's going to be interesting. The coaches are here behind, and in the mixed team event, they can ask for a timeout. Here, they can just be supporting and sitting behind. Can't really do anything, and sometimes the coaches say it almost feels harder just sitting behind and not able to actually do anything while their athletes are shooting. And it's the juniors, they do still need a bit more support than in the senior competition, of course. Coach of Norway. The record holder in qualification is Ocean Miller of France, with her great score of 634.2. But when it comes to the records and the finals, it's Pernille Norwal, and she was absolutely amazing in Granada at the ISSF World Cup. The record, the European record, is 252.4. The officials are being introduced to the audience, and we're going to get going with the finals. So the athletes will be shooting 2 series of 5 shots first to get established in the finals before the big decisions start rolling in. And that happens after each 2 single shots in a time of 50 seconds.
Take your position.
When things get a little bit more serious, the heartbeat goes up. Palms start sweating. But this crew over here, they seem pretty calm, pretty collected, especially for seeing all the debuters. If we look at the scores a little bit from the sighting, they're not that bad. Christian Bally of France is going to be the chief range officer for all of these finals over here that we're going to have at the European Championship. Ahead of us tomorrow is a really big day. It's going to be 5 finals in one day. We'll have the mixed team, we'll have the individual competition, the trio events as well. So make sure to tune in as we go through that day as well. Biserka Verbek of Croatia, she's the jury member in charge for this final over here today. And it looks like we're ready for the first series of 5. Let's see what the young women are going to be bringing in. So the average, like a really good shot here, especially with that 6 131.4 of Haveren is a little bit, somewhere around a 10.5, almost actually 10.5. So anything above that is actually the ladies shooting above the average that they had in qualification. And Haveren started with a nice 10.7, already showing that she is bringing the strength from the qualification into the finals, which can sometimes be tricky, feeling the pressure of holding that first place in qualification, going into the finals where everything starts from zero again and you have to build your result back up. And this is the time to build the result. These first 2 series of 5 is the perfect timing for that. You want to get ahead as much as you can, because after that, everybody starts going out of the finals after each 2 single shots. First 8th place, then after another 2, the lowest ranking wins the 7th place, and so we go on until the gold medal. But let's see what we're having over here. We're having some thin 10s here and there. It can be stressful getting into the finals, so it almost takes a couple of shots in the beginning to kind of find themselves back into the center of the target after everything that was happening behind them as well. It's a full house today. Everybody came to watch the last final of the day. The amazing ladies with really great results in qualification. Here's the Austrian. 20-year-old Christina Hillinger. This is her last chance, actually, as a junior. Her last year to be able to shoot in a junior category and try to climb up on the podium. For now, it's going pretty good for her. She's holding the second, now the 3rd place, with Berg jumping in to the 2nd with that 10.9. Whenever somebody has a really high 10, which is 10.8, maybe a 10.7 even, but definitely that perfect bullseye, that tends to push them up in the rank, especially in the beginning when the differences are very, very slim. Gotta hand it out to these ladies. We're seeing some really good shots over here. Havren finished with a 10.5, Todd 10.6, shooting now. You can see the last shot in a minute, since that's all they have left. The ladies are going to end up on the podium in the team event as well. Serbia won the gold medal, Norway won the silver, and Germany won the bronze medal. Don't get that confused with the trio event that we have tomorrow. That's a different event. These medals are on account of qualification, but tomorrow we're going to have a nice final. The ESC Challenge, the trio, so we're going to see what happens. It's a tight battle over there at the top. Havrenberg, Tella, 0.1 of a difference between the 3 ladies at the bottom. Helena from France. It's her first time, but I wouldn't put her in the red zone just yet. There's still 5 more shots to go, which means things can change so much more as we go on. But all of the ladies, or most of the ladies, had a very good score. 52.3 of Havren, 52.2 from Berg, 52.1 for Tella. That's a bit below, just an inch below the average what they had in qualification. It's a 10.5 for Berg, which is a nice, stable shot to have in any part of the final, to be honest. Building up their scores. Here's Stella. She had that blimp out of the 10 to a 9, back into a 10.3 then. And it's Kaneva. Her last one was a 10.5. Let's see, Berg's stats. Nicely done with the last two being very high 10s. No wonder she's holding the lead. Howden is kind of dancing around that 10.5, coming up to it and a little below, but still holding or well close to the average she had in qualification. Hillinger is a little bit lower in the rank. She's currently 5th position. And she's going up and down, shooting a nice average 10 and then out into a thin one again. Top is even below 6th place. She's climbing back up. She had a turbulent start, so to speak. Helena Ekal, currently holding the 8th place. That 9 in the beginning didn't really help out. Stashko. She's been a bit more stable in the last 5 shots. She's up there on the 3rd position right now. Still one more shot to go. Slim 10 for Kaneva. She doesn't look too happy with that. She's currently in the middle of the rank, which is not a bad position to be in at this moment of the final. Let's see how things changed. Not too much for the lower part of the rank, but Berg is in the lead, comfortable lead of 1.4, leading Havden, and then half a point there. Stashko below Havden. And now we go into single shots, which means now it's going to get even more interesting as the decision comes after each 2 single shots in a time of 50 seconds. Both pistol and rifle have 50 seconds for those single shots. And rarely ever do we see anybody put down their rifle. If they are aiming, they are probably shooting, but we did see a couple of those cancellation shots in the pistol competition this morning in the mixed team event. Ekal is at the bottom. Well, the danger zone. Some good 10s over here of Tella, Hellinger, Havden as well. Kaneva, look at that. Stashko with almost the perfect shot. It seems like the young ladies are not too phased with single shots. Next one is to decide the 8th place. And then Ekal currently down there, 0.9 of a difference behind Todd. Just had a slam 10.
For the next competition shot, low.
The moment of truth. Oh, out into a 9. Giving a great opportunity to Ekal, especially with that 10.7. And will it be? Yes, it will. It's going to be a shoot-off for the first one to go out of the finals. Already making it interesting, aren't they? It's not the only shoot-off we had today. Hungary and France. Todd is getting a huge support, if you can see behind. $10.4 for both of them. The shoot-off is not settled. And the more that these ladies go into the shoot-off, they get a bit more tired for the rest of the final. So they're already kind of going in back with a bit of a disadvantage. A little bit more of a heart rate. Really trying to stay calm and collected is not an easy task right now. But look at that, it's going to be 0.1 of a difference in favor of the Hungarian. Have to hand it out for the 16-year-old Helena Ekal. She fought well in the shoot-offs. Those were two pretty good shots. But in the end, a slight difference decides on this one. That's just how it goes. This was her first final in the European Championship. So I'm sure she's gonna be satisfied with it, at least after the day goes by. 8th place at the European Championship, not a small thing, but a great opportunity for Anna Todt. The 18-year-old with 4 European Championship medals. Let's see, Havran. She's up there, 1.6 behind Berg. Leading qualifier. Oh, yeah, you can see Todd got a bit tired from that shoot-off with that 9.7. And a nice bullseye for Tella, Switzerland. The 18-year-old's first final it is.
Next shot and the perfect one for Tina, Switzerland. 10.9.
Todd is back in the danger zone, but now with a bigger difference, and that 9 did not help out in this moment.
At the end of it is Todt, and now the advantage of Finland grows up.
Hillinger needs to stay focused and calm, because she has a good advantage over here, but it can still go in any direction if the picture isn't right and the pull on the trigger isn't a good one. Let's wait and see. For the 7th place, the deciding shot. 10.8, she is fighting. It's not looking like it's gonna be enough, but anytime this happens, it's good to go out with a bang. When nothing else works, that's how you go. Wasn't a bullseye, but almost a bullseye. Anna Todt. She was opting for her first individual medal, as she has 4 European Championship medals, mixed team or team events in the last 3 years.
Hitting on the 6, advantage of Kaneva on the 0.3.
Still, there is an option in the finals of the mixed team or the trio as well. But we go on with Berg at the top, followed by Tella and then Stashko. Havren fell down in the rank a bit to the 4th place. And as I said, she might be bringing in a bit more pressure, as she was first after the qualification with a really, really good score of 631.4, which is a high score for the juniors. Shooting a slim 10 over there, Havren. Berg is continuing on with a nice streak of strong 10s. No wonder she's there at the top of the rank. Now Hillinger, who was a little bit higher in the rank, finds herself in danger zone. 0.8 of a difference between her and Kaneva. Still something to overcome for Hillinger. If she comes back from that 9 she just had. The deciding shot for the 6th place. This is a tenseful one for Hillinger. But I'm pretty sure Kaneva's heartbeat is high as well. Hillinger, nicely done. She's back in the game, fighting again, but looks like this is not going to be enough to overcome the difference of 0.8. The difference plummeted down to 0.2, but in the end, it's going to be a decision for the 20-year-old Christina Hillinger of Austria, the Austrian champion of last year, and her last chance here at the European Championship as a junior to try and find herself in the top 3 at the podium, as she is 20 years old, and her next one is in the senior competition. That transition can be a bit rocky sometimes, but we can definitely see that these young hopes over here are already shooting almost as good as the seniors and that high level of competition. Berg still in a nice lead, still comfortably up there. Let's see if Havren can climb a little bit higher, not to be in this danger zone she's in right now. 10.7 might help out. Kaneva shot a slim 10. It's gonna make the difference even higher. And yeah, that's a big one, almost 2 whole points between Bulgarian and Serbian athletes. They're at the bottom of the rank.
The next shot for the 6th, 5th, we go on with a crazy speaker. Come on, your applause for the athletes.
The athletes just have a little bit of time in between to get their composure back. And we go on. The decision for the 5th place. Oh, a 10.8. This is definitely gonna keep her safe. Ow, Kaneva out into a 9. Looks like the pressure got to the young Bulgarian. She's a national record holder of Bulgaria, but this was her first time at the European Championship final. And the 5th place is not a bad one to end up at. 18 years old, she still has some time in the junior category. And it's going to be the 5th place for her. Things have changed a bit here. Haven't made it to the 3rd place. She was doing pretty great in the last couple of shots there, so it's no wonder. And now Stashko, the 17-year-old, is in danger over here. It's her first time in the finals. She has made it pretty far. Let's see how the Ukrainian finds herself on, as it's only 0.2 of a difference. She still has a chance, but Havren is fighting hard, and out into a 9. She's not happy about that one. Stashko had 6:27.2 in qualification. That's 4 points of a difference between Stashko and Havren. And now the ranking changed. Havren fell to the 4th place. You can feel the tension in the room. As we move forward, next shot is a very deciding one. Decides who will be the podium standers, the medal winners of the European Championships 10-meter air rifle women junior event. She shoots a 10.6. She gives it all. Berg as well. It all depends on Stashko now. She's going to shoot the last shot. She's really putting everybody on the edge of their seats. Who is it going to be? A 10.5 for Stashko. She did not give up on her place on the medal podium. It's going to be Alexandra Havren with the 4th place. And that might be a little heavy. I have to say, that might be a little heavy, having such a great result and qualification. The 19-year-old has 3 European Championship medals, but this could have been her first individual one. She has a team medal from Hammer, a silver, a team medal from Tallinn, a bronze medal, and a bronze one as well from Hammer in the mixed team event. The 19-year-old doesn't look too happy with the result, and I think it's pretty explainable. As we move on, we have the 3 medalists. We don't know which shine of the medal they're getting just yet, but that's going to be decided in the next few shots. Sashka Tellenberg. Berg is just keeping on and shooting those strong 10s, holding that lead firmly, very firmly. Almost 2 points of a difference between Tellenberg, but a slim difference. Not too slim though, it's a 0.6 between Tella and Stashko. Time for the bronze medal. It looks like she has an interesting method of going into the shot. It's been going good so far for her. Pulling on that trigger. Decided not to shoot, cancel the shot, back to the trigger. And it's going to be a 10.3. Stashko shoots a 10.4. And the bronze medal goes to the Ukrainian. I think she fought really hard to find herself in the top 3 now. And Maria Stashko, 17-year-old, the debuter, goes out with a bronze medal. It's always a little bit hard to walk in these shooting sport gear back to the place, but I think if she wasn't wearing all that, she would be hopping back. And it looks like she's pretty happy with the bronze. It was a hard thing to overcome with Havren, as she was fighting pretty hard as well. But in the end, we have 2 left for the gold medal of the European Championship. Sunev Berg, 16, one of the youngest one. Helena Ekal is also 16. Alexia Tella, look at that shot. Berg is almost in the bullseye, but nevertheless, that difference is pretty hard to overcome by the last shot. 2.4. Still, it's not a moment to relax for neither of these women, because anything can happen. It's not done till it's done. Next shot to decide the European champion of the 10-meter air rifle women's junior event. And a 10.7, I am pretty sure will get you there. Junior world champion of 2023, and now a European champion of the 10-meter air rifle. Sunev Berg, 16. I am sure we're gonna get to see her in the senior competitions moving forward with her career. Alexia Tella, the 18-year-old who debuted for the first time. I mean, this is just an amazing achievement for this young lady from Switzerland. Let's see them one more time presented over here. Maria Stashko with the bronze, Alexia Tella with the silver, and Sunev Berg, only 16, and now a junior European champion. Wow, wow, what a final. It's absolutely exciting watching these young athletes do what they do, and shooting so well that sometimes you feel like you can just put them in the senior competition and they would be right up there with the big dogs, as they say. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow we'll be back. We'll be back with 5 finals, actually. So you can go on the ESC webpage, see the streaming schedule, and not miss a thing. Come back tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and see you here.